Holloway's been nicked up a little bit with a wrist injury. Those three dudes, hard to guard.
In tempo, Alabama's second. We'll see which speed, including exhibition game, to start. Here's Aiden Sherrill inside. In the country in offensive efficiency, small sample size for sure. There's transfer Oscar Clough, as Clough draws it against Sherrill. Smith finds Clough, a little jump stop before he scores. Matt Painter went and got Clough from South Dakota.
They are rugged on the half-court defense, typically tough on the glass.
To win a national title. Here's Smith off the screen, and he rattles it home.
If you play drop cover
in their game in Toronto against Bama 2 years ago. And Holloway drills it.
That is Alabama basketball.
No whistle and goaltending as Trey Kaufman-Renn gets his first bucket.
Up and see a big rim, and LeBaron Philon with a paint touch out to Holloway. That's Alabama ball.
And now Holloway.
Party last year for 4 in black was against Alabama.
Right, so wants it back from Bull Bowen, but instead put together a 6-0 run over the last half minute, claimed the lead. Block. Smith lost Bull Bowen for a second and then drew the foul.
Just a smart.
And so Smith's got a couple coming his way.
Kaufman-Renn and Clough feel like, hey, we can dominate the interior of this game. For those mid-range shots, which they don't even want to take.
Challenge at the rim, and then Kaufman-Renn sneaks it in.
He just has
to start the season. Bull Bowen looking for his second. And over the top of the backboard, that's into Louisville and knocked out number 7 Louisville in 1982, December of 80. Beautiful feed, and Lawyer reverses it in for his first bucket of the night. Matt come in the paint, and that'll change with the 3 from Braden Smith.
And what a hot start fence set.
Allen steps into a triple and drills it. Amari Allen, the freshman from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Against BYU, Trey Kaufman-Renn answers with one of his own.
Doesn't take a lot of them, but it
won. That was 51 of their 66 field goal attempts. Daniel Jacobson with the run, another big one out there.
Yeah, look at Braden Smith. He knew exactly where he was going with that basketball before he ever caught.
Against Oakland and Trey Kaufman-Renn's absence. Corner 3 good. Houston Millette.
Yeah, I see your corner 3.
Williamson will let it fly. Everybody can shoot. That's Noah Williamson. Kari Harris trying to probe. A little physical. They let him play, and it rolls.
Those Alabama guards, and there's the trail man we talked about, Noah Williamson. Early downhill attacks, sometimes not even with a ball screen. He's gaining, what, a couple of seconds?
Yep, he said according to Ken Pom for the first 2 games. And another in and out. Aiden Sherrill the rebound. Bama will push. Here's Holloway. Smith looked right through it, left. Jakari Harris for 3.
That is so good because the building was hot and loud. Purdue came down.
Holloway 13 preseason all SEC. He came up the. He's got 2 threes tonight. Bama has had 5 players connect.
Don't understand. Yeah, tell what, that's Taylor Bull Bowen to me initiated. He made it great. That place rocks.
And it did last year as Meyer tried to take advantage. And the freshman from Tel Aviv, Israel.
Done.
Aiden Holloway in traffic.
Tom, you have got to be up hot.
Meyer, mid-range. Got it.
Talked about Braden Smith's ability.
Oscar Clough with the rebound.
They're awfully good with their hands. A lot of deflections, but Purdue comes up with the deflection. And after the
4-2-15, good size at the point guard position. Kaufman-Renn, jump hook. It goes over his left shoulder with regularity. Holloway, yes! That is a 4th triple for Aiden Holloway tonight.
And that is easy money for Alabama. Just simple act.
Another turnover. Here's Philon. Officially, they've only counted 2 turnovers for Purdue tonight, but it seems they're. Trey Kaufman-Renn lost rights and rolls it home.
He is such a horse, Trey Kaufman-Renn. And not only physical, but skilled, 12 feet in.
Oh, rare two, and it spins home for London Jemison. Lost Smith for a second. Now Bowen again. He's got the green light, and it is glowing right now. That's his second three and ran off the feed from Lawyer.
That's a man against boys in this first half. Trey Kaufman-Renn on the inside. And the separation ability right here. You stretch them out with a shooter at that 4 spot, you.
He's got a 7'2" wingspan to help him out. Nate Oates said he was the X factor against St. John's, but he just got it.
That's Alabama.
He is the 6th different Crimson Tide player to knock down a 3 in this first half.
No call.
Alabama gets 23 fast break points a game. They are better when they can. 8th offensive rebound of the first half. Trey Kaufman-Renn again over the left shoulder.
How good was the second step to not drag the pivot foot now for Alabama? They don't want those mid-range shots, and they've taken several of them in this first 20 minutes.
Points and 7 boards in his first half.
So, Tom, as a result, he's always protecting the front of the rim, making any roll very difficult.
Watch anywhere. Gonzaga just blowing out everybody to go to 3-0. Graham Ike had 20 and 10. Boilermakers. Smith. Finally got it. Third attempt.
That is big time by Clough because he had a good chance forward, but right there, I mean, he's big enough and he's at the restricted arc to just power his way up. But Braden's Purdue in this game, they always are a square you up defensive team. They don't force one way or the other. They haven't changed.
Junior off the glass and in. First bucket of the night for Latrell Wrightsell Jr. And he does so. That was first on Jakari Harris a moment ago. Meyer finds Kaufman-Renn. Got it.
He is money. He is absolute money on those pocket passes. Exactly. Purdue's taking what the defense has given him, and that's right in their wheelhouse.
For Meyer. Now 9.5 seconds left. Shot clock off.
At building a wall in their half-court defense, making Alabama play through black jerseys. The first
had a have to forget, just 1 for 7. Braden Smith sat for 6.
I think he's going to be a backup point guard in the NBA. He's been a terrific college player, not quite, but man, the mainstay, the coach on the floor, the quarterback, the Drew Brees.
And then Braden Smith did it again for a second consecutive season as Sherrell scores inside. Here's C.J. Cox, floater off the window and in.
What a big-time Gortox.
Back at the free throw line. He's got his first point of the night. And now he makes it a 3. That caught Phylon. Smith dumps it off. And a push from behind, not called. Here comes Bama the up to you.
Yeah, you're going to have to earn them. And this is an earned drive. Another drive through traffic. That Sherrell, as good as he is on the
where to go.
Well, we're getting ready to find out. Now, you trust your point guard. I've said it before. You can follow analytics. And the trust factor that Matt Painter has with Braden Smith,
Matt Painter went and got Oscar Clough in the offseason. They needed more rebounding and 2-point. Lavera Phylon is just 1 for 8 in this game. He came in off of a 25-point performance against St. John's for Alabama, and Nate Oates not happy with Aiden Holloway's execution. 9 on the shot clock.
For Purdue, Tom, it's stationary coverage. They're sitting right in that lane.
2, he got bumped but no whistle.
I thought that's a foul on a shooter, man. You got to protect those guys until Terrell to get the call.
Here's Brady. Well, we celebrated Alabama's backcourt coming in. Smith launches a 3 and drills it. His third triple of the game.
He's a small kid.
Here's Fletcher Lawyer off the screen. Talking with Fletcher, ball than a couple of times in high school. Bowen splashes it down. It's the third 3 for the care about the stats. Wrightsell Jr. and Bama jumps in front of the 3. Now the lob, and Duncan Daniel throws it home.
And now they are not matched up at all, and that's the power of 4 that can stretch you out. And Wrightsell.
Phylon still hadn't gotten it going. 2 for 9 and 0 for 4 from 3. Bowen now drives on Jacobson and draws the foul. It's personal on the 7'4" sophomore from Chicago, Daniel Jacobson.
On ball defender, just enough of an angle, and that's all gas, no brakes in the eyes of outside.
And played high school ball in Jericho, Virginia.
Well, Nate Oates is making this kid a tough.
And And he knocks them both down at the free throw line. 16 lead changes and 10 ties.
If you're a serious national title contender chasing a 1 or a 2 seed, these games matter.
He's got an answer for everything. He's got 19 points tonight.
You know how that good is, how good that is. Exploding. So you come down in the half court and just isolate what you think and I think is going to be an All-American.
Third personal on Bo Bowen. By the way, 5th career double-double for Kaufman-Renn. He's got 19. Kaufman-Renn.
Understand you have to be physical with your box off, but that's just a wrap-up. That's an easy call by Bart Lennox in great position.
And he misses the front end.
The ball. 7'4" kid with really good movement.
They double Smith again. Yeah. It's on. Go with only 4 assists. Holloway for 3. Bama back in front again.
And Trey Kaufman-Renn has just been a wrecking ball again in this game. But in the second half.
And Holloway rolls one home. He has bailed out the Bama backcourt, which has been otherwise It's his first make from the line tonight.
It is amazing in Tuscaloosa in November, and this place is packed.
And Smith looking to the student section after that one.
There's not a ball screen coverage that he has not faced or manipulated in his career in this ball game, but you got to make some of them, and Philon just did.
All of Philon's 3 buckets have come at the crowd on his way in the paint.
Boy, Clough is a good passer, among other things. 45 in black. Could be it. He hasn't shown it all tonight, but he's got all the makings, man, of a big-time NBA point guard.
4 on 3. Harris gambled right, so it's a 3rd on Oscar Clough.
Think about it. They are 29-3 in his career if he makes 3 or more threes.
And left them behind and drills the 3.
It's just not a good idea to put a true freshman on Braden Smith. I don't care if he's 6'2".
Struggled from deep. Williamson hasn't made a 3 yet this year. Clough the board. He knocked Lawyer out of the way.
Just knocking bodies out of the way.
Here's Philon for 3. His first of the night. Bama's top jump hook short. Gets another offensive board. Meyer wanted to tee it up, and Smith will reset.
Over Arkansas, Indiana finally got a team worthy of wearing those red and white striped breeches. They're hanging 100 on people.
Yeah, Peja Stojakovic's kid had a big game last night for Illinois. Bo Bowen for 3 again. And a foul on the
causing them some problems and some frustration. Loading to the ball, staying squared up, making Alabama.
Really put it together tail end of last season. For Nate Oates and company, was a McDonald's All-American.
3-point line on 42 attempts. The perfect stretch 5 for this Alabama system.
Everybody's
Purdue only 7 turnovers in this game. If they can go the next 7-20 with
Clough powers his way with the left hand.
Well, just a handful of plays in this game. 31-25 on the boards. All 5 guys cracked down on that defensive glass, and that time was fine.
This is first 2. He's been good lately. Top 20 teams highlight Sunday afternoon.
A good women's game coming up after this on our air. UCLA and North Carolina both undefeated. UCLA.
And Trey Kaufman-Renn has the rebound.
His hands are vice grips. Trey.
Purdue will have a baseline out of bounds with 16 on the shot clock as Latrell Reitzel Jr. returns for back to Kaufman-Renn. He shares, and Daniel Jacobson flushes another lob. Run, corner 3, good! Bama's got an answer again. Houston Millette's second triple to Kaufman-Renn kicks it to Fletcher Lawyer. Got it! That is the first 3 of the night for the senior.
Matt Painter, especially closing out games.
And they work it inside.
And he has gone right to that middle reach.
Largest lead of the night for Purdue. Here's Holloway behind Sherrill. Turned him around 3 times. Off balance. 2! What a shot for Aiden Holloway. He's got 21.
Just guarding his yard, man. Not opening up those hips. Forcing a tough one.
Here's C.J. Cox now. Gives it up to Braden Smith. Purdue can go into it. Sid had it roll off his hands. Holloway no good for Philon.
Another play.
Knocks down the second. He'll be replaced by Oscar Clough.
The first time, maybe the second, that Alabama has got.
Junior!
I don't think they're going to count this basket.
Only won by 10. This is a Purdue pro.
They've had success, have they not, with that ball in the middle third of the floor, letting break.
He's going to let it fly again. Got it! And we are tied in the country in offensive efficiency. Small sample size. It's downhill into Bull
typically tough on the glass.
To win a national title. Right, so wants it back to Bull, but instead put together 6-0 run. Had his coming out party against Purdue last year as a freshman.
Don't even want to take.
Challenge at the point guard in the country. Sneaks it in. Looking for a top 10.
Can close you out as well as anybody in college ball. The building is hot.
It's Matt Oakland and Trey. Add to that. Remember, he sat for 6 minutes in the first half. He has played majority of the second half with 3 personal fouls. So physical. They let him play. 2 possession lead for Purdue.
And there's the trail man who runs to the ball and fire a 3. They got on top of him. That is so good because the building was hot. The only guy left to
at Washington State.
And now initiated.
Purdue's got another big.
He made it great.
Purdue got outplayed by Kentucky. And there were a lot of concerns in the game that didn't count. To be sure.
Staying in front of the basketball for the most part. Forcing Alabama out of the rhythm offensively to take shots. They only
able to feed from Lawyer.
That's a man against
20.4 left.
Trey Cochran
Purdue's got a touchdown lead on Bama.
Send for Matt Painter that will carry the entire season and may be huge come Selection Sunday.
Nate Oates coming off of a big win against St. John's in the Garden. Unable to build with a top 10 win on the road against a non-conference opponent for the first time in a generation.